I'll do a couple of intros whilst we're waiting for a few more people to join. So today I'm very pleased to be joined by Pauline, who is Director of Sales for UK and Europe, looking after the all-inclusive products by Marriott. So she is going to be telling us a little bit about their beautiful new, well, they're not new, they've been around, they're kind of the OGs in Barbados, but they're beautiful new look properties, some of which have now reopened and some of which are going to be opening next year. And we've also got Jen, who's our sales exec in the south with us. Oh, I haven't got any sound. I will leave and rejoin. Okay, Natalie, give it a try. Hopefully everyone else can hear me. We've also got Denise in sales support, and we've also got Susan on here somewhere, I think, who is one of our beach team. So she is one of the lovely people who are ready and waiting to take your Barbados inquiries when you ring through. So as we also mentioned on the advert for the session today, we've actually got Kevin, who is our manager who works for If Only out in Barbados. We've got some show arounds with him. So he had a very hard day in the office the other day because he wasn't in the office. He was going to see all these beautiful hotels. So we've got some video footage to share with you all, which I'm really excited to see how everything is looking after the refresh. So when people signed up, they did send some questions through. We only had a couple, but if anyone does have any questions as we're progressing through the session, if you want to put them in the chat, Jen will have a look at the end and we'll go through those with Pauline. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Oh, actually, I'm going to do that again because I need to share the sound, which I always forget to do. And I've said that to myself several times today. Don't forget to do that. And what did I do? Forgot. Right. Hopefully, can everybody see my screen with the presentation? Thumbs up? Yeah. Perfect. Right. Okay. So we shall make a start. If anyone's got any issues, if you just put it in the chat, hopefully the videos will work as well. They might be a bit slow, but they do catch up. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just, as we always do on these things, give you a quick reminder of everything if only. So it was our 24th birthday this year, can you believe? So 24 years now of export, long haul and luxury knowledge. We always like to remind you guys, we are 100% trade only. So nice to know when you do give out an if only quote, your clients aren't going to be able to come and book with us direct. They're going to have to book through you, our trusted travel agent partners. We've got an amazing team up in Glasgow, ready and waiting to take your call. And the guys are amazing. They're very experienced, very knowledgeable. A lot of them have been out to see, you know, these properties and products firsthand that we do sell. So they are able to share that knowledge and expertise with you to help you get those bookings over the line. Just a reminder on how it works in Res. So we've got the guys split into 3 teams and they pretty much do what they say on the tin. So we've got the beach team, which look after Long Haul Beach. So that's where you're all going to be ringing through to book lots of Barbados after this call. We've got TaylorMade that do those more multi-centre destinations. So your USA, Canada, Australasia, Far East. And then we've got Europe who do the Europe beach side of things. We're a luxury tour operator, so it's all nice 4-star, 5-star product. But as I always say, we're affordable luxury. So we can do the ultra high end stuff if you want, but we've got your more kind of normal stuff for those who just want a nice holiday at a competitive price. We pay commission on the entire holiday cost, including tax. And one thing that we are really good on is trying to price match. You know, we do have some really competitive pricing due to the relationships that we have with our hotel partners, like Marriott, with our airline partners, with our ground suppliers. But, you know, if you are up against it and you are wanting to try and pop a booking our way, do let us know and we'll always try and work with you to get it over the line. Very good at trying to get special requests as well, because most of our product is direct contract. So we can reach out directly to the hotels and try and request those ground floor rooms, interconnecting rooms. And obviously we've got an even better bonus in Barbados because we've got Kevin and the guys on the ground. We have a less than 0.5% complaint ratio, which we're super proud of. And then we've also got our amazing concierge team who sit within after sales to help you add those little whistles and bells for clients who are maybe traveling for special occasions and might want restaurant reservations, that type of thing. So here is us. Here's the sales team. So there's myself and Charlotte, who are the heads of sales. We've got our amazing sales execs, Jen, who's with me today, and Lauren. I've introduced Denise to you as well. And we've actually got a new person starting in the new year. We've got a boy. So the Funny Girlies are going to have a boy in the gang, and he's going to be helping us look after Scotland and Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland. So we're really excited to welcome him. So you'll get to meet him in the new year. And we'll report into Tracy, our sales director, who pretty much runs the show with Gordon, our managing director. So a really flat structure. And that's one thing I personally love about If Only. We do have that family feel. And then these are actually the important guys, the people who are ready and waiting to take your calls. So again, you can see how they're split out. So we've got TaylorMade, Beach and Europe. As I say, really experienced bunch. And I can genuinely say, hand on heart, these guys are passionate about travel. They love their jobs, and they love speaking to you guys and helping getting those bookings secured. So just a reminder on the brochures, all available to order on Tradegate. They're viewable on our website, but if any of you are home-based and would like copies, we can organise those for you. So the beach collection is all of our long haul beach and where you're going to find Barbados. We've got Journeys, which is your tailor-made, your European collection, and your cruise. Now, I just wanted to touch on cruise because we do actually do a lot of Caribbean cruising, and a lot of it does actually have a kind of pre-stay or a post-stay in Barbados. So if you have got clients who are interested in doing cruise, do remember that we are able to package it up for you. Our cruise partners are all what we deem to be luxury. So it's entry level, kind of celebrity, Holland America Princess. And obviously we can offer lots of flexibility in terms of those pre and post stays and those different airline options. And then it would be very remiss of me not to mention our new baby, which is sports. Don't know, maybe we'll have cricket out in Barbados, not sure. But we do have cricket, Formula One Grand Prix, golf, NFL, tennis, horse riding, rugby, you name it. Even if it's something that we're not promoting, we've probably got access to it. So it's worth giving us a shout. It's gotten off to a fantastic start. We only launched it in August and it really has gone from strength to strength. So yeah, if you've got anybody looking for last minute Christmas presents, what would be better than a little cheeky break to maybe watch a Grand Prix or go watch the tennis? But yeah, do bear us in mind if you've got any customers looking for sports holidays. Just wanted to remind you about our socials, which is going to be one of the key ways that you can find all of our latest offers and deals. I'm sure most of you are on this one, but we have got a new dedicated offers page, very aptly named, If Only Offers. So I'm sure a lot of you are on the partners page where you probably found out about this webinar, but the offers page is just loaded full of offers. And we put them on there in a really, really nice format for you to kind of lift and share. So there's a nice one there for the house, which we're going to hear about in a second. So you can literally copy across the text, save down the images and pop that across. And then the other place to find our offers is on our agent website, ifonly.net. And again, you can actually search. So if you're looking for Barbados, you can search by Barbados. And then if you are a retail agent, you can actually go and click and print off a poster and pop that in your window. We always have different departure airport options, but also you can actually save down like a JPEG if you wanted to put that on your socials or on your own websites as well. So again, a nice one for Colony Club there, which is looking very nice after its refresh. So yeah, have a little peep on the website if you're looking for offers too. So it's all about Barbados. So yeah, this is where you're going to find all of the info on the properties that we have in our beach collection brochure. So there's lots of information in there. Before I pass across to Pauline, just to explain, so Kevin, who is our manager, I think I've actually got this on a slide, he heads up our dedicated on island team. So we actually are very, very lucky to have these guys actually out in resort. So if you do a Barbados inquiry with ourselves, we automatically include in the quote cost the meet and greet at the airport. So we have one of Kevin's team who will be there to meet the clients as they disembark the aircraft, so they feel like complete VIPs, rock stars. There's someone there with a sign waiting for them, and then they will fast track your clients through immigration and customs. Now, I don't know if any of you have been lucky enough to go to Barbados, but it can be a little bit manic when you land. All the flights seem to come in at the same time. So having experienced this myself, it is so nice seeing somebody there waiting for you with a sign with your name on, and they just whiz you through. You go past all of the queues, and then they stay with you until your baggage arrives, and then get you on your transfer to resort. If you've got any VVIPs, we do also have a product called Pelican Suite, which we can book for them. And you don't actually touch the main terminal building. You go through to a dedicated area, and it's really bougie. So they even take photos of your customer's baggage, which you send across beforehand. So they collect the baggage, someone comes to get your clients in a buggy from the aircraft, takes them to a completely separate little terminal, like a lounge basically, where they'll clear immigration and customs, and someone will bring the bags to them. And you can do it in reverse as well. So you can actually depart Barbados through there as well. Another great option for us is, because we've got the guys on island, we can do some more different concierge things in Barbados. Obviously, the team can go and see customers at the hotels. You know, if they are celebrating special occasions, anything a little bit different they're looking for, Kevin's team can sort that out. And also they have an amazing relationship with all of the hotels out there as well. So yeah, if you need special requests or anything organising, like Kevin will quite often just drive down to the hotel and speak to them for us, which is really amazing. And also don't forget, we do have access to TUI long haul flights. So if you have got clients who want that regional flying, I know, for example, we've got a Barbados out of Manchester, so we can marry that up with our hotel product out in Barbados. So I'm going to hand across to Paulie now. He's going to kind of introduce you to the all-inclusive by Marriott product out in Barbados, and then we'll jump into Kevin's first show around, and he'll kind of give you a little introduction to himself as well. And as perfect timing, Pauline's appeared back on the screen. So Pauline, over to you.
Great, thank you, Gemma, for the for the great update. And as Gemma mentioned, I'm here to talk to you today about our wonderful Barbados Collection hotels by Marriott International. So you are probably all familiar. You should be familiar with our properties. It's just that we've given them a huge facelift over the past couple of years, and I just want to give you a little refresh on what they look like now. So specifically, I'm going to be talking about the 4 properties that are currently open, which is the House, Treasure Beach, Waves, and the most recent one to reopen was Colony Club. And then we need to reopen Crystal Cove, which is reopening at the end of January next year. And then we're reopening Turtle Beach in May next year. And last but not least, Tamarind, which is going to reopen in July next year. And then all of our 7 properties on Barbados will have been completely renovated and ready to welcome your guests back for their wonderful vacations. So Gemma, if you want to move on to the next slide. We're going to start with our Autograph Collection hotels, which is one of the Marriott brands. We've decided to add, maintain the names, the original names of the hotels, so that people can still recognize them, and add them to our Autograph Collection, which allows us to maintain the individual identities of the properties while upgrading them to, have the Marriott amenities and all of the standards that your guests will be used to from Marriott. So we're going to start with Waves, which I love this image of Waves. As you know, Waves has 70, go ahead, Gemma, it's fine. We have 70 guest rooms and suites. We're located on the West Coast, and the hotel is split between 2 buildings. So we have one building, which is the oceanfront side, and then we have the street that divides the other building, which is the spa adults only side, which is great if you have, a couple of adults only honeymooners. It's a very tranquil environment with their own pool, so no kids at that pool, very quiet, and obviously a huge spa, which every reservation on the spa side includes at least 1 spa treatment per adult per stay, which is great. A big focus on wellness at Waves, from the food to the activities. You can see on the picture on the top left, we do sunrise yoga on the deck. We have other types of wellness activities as well. One of the big changes at Waves was that we changed the restaurant that was at the adults only section from South Asian to South Indian cuisine. So it's now a really great Indian restaurant called Dosa, and it's also included in the Dine Around program, which you probably are familiar with. So people staying at other sister properties can dine at Dosa. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, okay. I just saw a message of someone who didn't have any sound, but okay, thank you. So the great thing is, so focus on wellness, which I think you should remember, and then the spa treatments, which are included on the spa side. And then we have a sunset ritual every day, which is kind of a moment to relax, come back to yourself, and celebrate the day that has just passed. Gourmet cuisine, curated cocktails, and lots of focus on wellness, as I said. So lots of healthy foods, but also if you want to indulge in not so healthy food, that's obviously also available. So I believe now the best thing is, we're going to see a live walkthrough by Kevin, which is the best thing. So if we want to move on to that, Gemma.
Thanks, Pauline. Yeah. See if this will work.
Hello, I'm Kevin Maynard, manager of If Only Barbados. My team and I are here to ensure you have the peace of mind to know that your clients will have the best experience possible on island. We're here to do everything that they need. We arrange all arrival and departure services, ground transportation, excursions, restaurant bookings, and so much more. And the odd time that things don't go so right, we're here to liaise directly with hotel management to ensure that all issues are ironed out. There's nothing too big or small for us to do. But thank you so much for joining me at the newly opened Waves Hotel, part of the Marriott Group. Today, we'll be looking at 4 properties, including Waves, that we're currently at, Colony Club, Treasure Beach, and The House. Let's go.
I think I might have just paused it then. Sorry.
So if Kevin's not, sorry, I thought Kevin would be talking over this. Let me just, so this is actually the family side. So the family side also has its own pool, which you just saw. This is the main check-in area. So where guests arrive, they check in here, and then you go right through and see that wonderful ocean view, and onto the deck. This is the lobby bar. And then on the right-hand side is the main restaurant. And on the left-hand side, we have a wonderful coffee shop for grab and go items. We do live entertainment here on the stage, several evenings. This is our coffee shop. As you can see, everything made fresh daily. And a great place to just grab something and go down to the beach to enjoy sandwiches, pastries, coffee. And then that's our bar, which especially in the evening is very, very popular. And then this is our main restaurant, which is Seascape, which is buffet style, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And again, a huge focus on healthier options. And you can just imagine having breakfast here with that great ocean view, which is the best thing to start your day. You have to watch out for the birds though, because they tend to steal your toast or your pancakes. So you have to be careful. And then the deck, which we've recently redone completely as well. And then I assume he's going to go over to the other side. To the adult side. Oh, he's going to go to the deck. That's good. So we have non-motorized water sports available, motorized and non-motorized water sports available at all of our hotels, included in the all-inclusive package. So everything from, jet skis, snorkeling equipment, kayaks, stand-up paddle boarding, everything is included, as well as, the additional activities I told you about, yoga, and other wellness activities. All of the rooms have yoga mats in them. So even if you want to do your own little yoga session in the morning, that's possible. I can't believe he recorded this just yesterday. It seems like, especially since it's like really winter where we are, it's like it's a different world, right? It's yeah.
I know, it looks
Seems like a
beautiful.
world away. Yeah.
This beautiful
So this is
property
still the
boasts
family
17
side.
guest rooms and
This
suites,
is one of the
all inclusive with
standard
unlimited
rooms,
access
so
to
the
all
entry level
restaurants supporting the
category.
property. There are 3
Oh, he's
eateries on the
speaking.
property,
Yeah.
2 restaurants, and 1 grab and go.
Ah,
There's
there you go.
complimentary water sports for all guests,
He's doing your
free
spiel now.
shampoo and bath service, a complimentary water taxi to Sister West Coast properties, and up to 4 spa treatments per guest per room booked.
So
Look
what?
at that.
Oh, he's speaking again.
The best view ever.
Here we are at the spa side of Waves Resort. This side of the property is adults only.
But the restaurant is accessible for families.
Here we are
Just
at
to make that
Dosa.
clear. So this really comes to life in the evening. The ambiance here in the evening is really, really great.
And the private dining room.
This is a great space for any celebrations, any private dinners you want to do, birthday parties. That's very clear.
Yeah.
So this is, you go into the oasis, the adults only oasis, and as I said, especially for honeymooners, anyone that really looking for that wellness experience, that relaxing vacation, this is the place to be. It's just a very different environment. And then you can go over to the family side, for dinner, if you want to go to the beach, obviously. But this is just a great place to retreat for quiet relaxation.
I love this. I feel like we're there with him.
Yeah, right. I wish we were there with him.
Yeah.
Just imagine, no kids in the pool.
Mm.
And this is the spa. There's a sauna, steam room.
Here we are in our spa treatment room tub.
Oh,
Was that it?
I think that must have been it. It was just
Oh,
that
I
was it.
thought he was
It's
going to
like,
show a spa
I
room,
know.
but
Oh,
anyway.
I know we should have maybe watched these beforehand, Pauline, but it's quite exciting seeing what we're going to get. And it does feel like we're there with him. I was just thinking, this is the easiest site inspection I've ever done. I'm sat in the comfort of my chair and I'm getting to see it all without moving.
It is great, but it's so much better than just showing pictures, because
Yeah.
this brings it to life. And just to let you know, so the spa rooms are slightly different from the oceanfront rooms. We've renovated the spa rooms completely. Well, we did a soft renovation on the oceanfront rooms. The spa rooms are completely new, so they're very, very modern and a different style from the ones in the other building. But I'll see if I
Hello,
can send
I'm
you.
Kevin Maynard.
No.
Sorry.
So I'll see if I can send you a picture so that you can have a look at those.
Perfect. And we can follow up with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Treasure
Great.
Beach, here we come.
Yes. Then we move over to Treasure Beach, which is one of our adults only all-inclusive hotels, also located on the West Coast. This is a very boutique property, 35 one-bedroom suites, adults only. And the great thing about this hotel is that it's very much focused on art. So from finding easels and paints in your bedroom for painting the sunset, the ocean, anything you feel like, to tours, walking tours of local art galleries, to we have weekly markets where artists come and show their work, which can be anything from jewelry to art, really anything relating to art, but also the art of the culinary. So there's a big focus on food and beverage. Really, everything is a la carte at Treasure Beach. We have one main restaurant and then the coffee shop as well for grab and go, and one bar. You can see it's a small property. What I love about this hotel, because it's so small, people, all the guests end up knowing each other and end up talking to each other over drinks at the bar in the evening. And there's so many guests that come back every single year, the same week every year, just to meet up with the same regular guests that come back that same week as well, which I found, really interesting and just speaks to the nature of the property. So as I said, the one restaurant, which is fully a la carte except for breakfast, which is continental breakfast buffet, and then you can order your eggs, pancakes, waffles, French toast a la carte. And really, this is ideal for couples, solo travelers, because it is such a social property, and obviously art and culture enthusiasts. This property was also completely renovated. A lot happened behind the scenes, so things that you can't see. For example, if you look, this is actually Treasure Beach right behind me. The roofs are completely new, so all the roofs on all the buildings were changed, so fully, obviously rain proof. A lot of the electrical, a lot of the plumbing was changed, but obviously also the visible. So the bathrooms were completely renovated, as well as the bedrooms. And I think we can go and look at Kevin's walkthrough of Treasure.
Hi, welcome back. Thank you for joining me at the Treasure Beach Hotel. Let's go exploring.
The great thing is that all the art you can see
Treasure
on the
Beach
walls
Hotel
is
is an
also
art-centric
for sale.
boutique hotel.
This is the lobby area, so very quaint, also intimate check-in experience.
We have art by some local artists, and well as a few pieces by in-resident guests.
So if your guests are good artists, they can even have their work exhibited in the lobby area. So this is the main restaurant, which is great because it has outdoor and indoor seating. And this is on the left-hand side is the bar. And then the pool area. So it's all very compact, very central.
To the beach.
Oh, the color of that water. So really depending on the tide, obviously we've had issues with the beach because of the storms. So really depending on the time of day, there is or there isn't beach access. But you can always take the water taxi, which I'll speak about later. You can take the water taxi over to any of our other hotels and enjoy the beach at our sister properties if there happens to not be any beach at Treasure Beach that day. So there's he's going to walk into the main restaurant, tapestry. So as I said, indoor and outdoor seating. The buffet area is
Okay, we're
right
in
at
the
the
main
back for
restaurant,
breakfast.
Tapestry. And we enter the coffee shop, which is also a grab and go.
Exactly. And this is all included in the all-inclusive room rate.
Opened in December 2024, Treasure Beach, an adults-only hotel, features 35 one-bedroom suites. This is again a part of the autograph collection of all-inclusive hotels of Marriott.
I think the bathroom is the biggest change. Very modern, very bright. All walk-in showers.
Guests
So
of this
all the
hotel
rooms,
also receive complimentary water sports, each on has glassable service, and complimentary water taxi shuttle to sister properties along the west coast.
exactly. So all bedrooms here are at least one bedroom suites. So you have always your sitting room separate from the bedroom. And I think, yeah, that's it for Treasure
Yeah,
Beach.
amazing. It looks gorgeous. Okay. I keep doing this. We can't get enough of Kevin.
You can't
I
get
can't get
enough.
enough of Kevin. Okay. The house.
Yes, then we move over to the house, which is another one of our boutique properties. And this is what we call barefoot luxury. This one was completely renovated as well and reopened just in April of this year. So very recently as well. 39 rooms and suites. This is, again, adults only. This is more of a boutique luxury property. It's very intimate, again, but different from Treasure Beach, where I feel Treasure Beach is more open and inviting. This is more exclusive. So we offer champagne breakfast. It's more for people that really want to get away and feel that luxurious setting. Couples, honeymooners, luxury seekers. Again, we only have the one restaurant at the house. We do offer a la carte breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have a small continental breakfast buffet we have a small continental breakfast buffet, and then we can make obviously omelets, eggs, anything else to order. And the great thing, which I forgot to mention at Treasure Beach as well, even though lunch and dinner are fully a la carte, we have so many different options that you can be staying there at these hotels for a week or 2 weeks and not eat the same thing 2 days in a row. And if there's something that you specifically liked one day and there's nothing on the menu that you fancy, the next day you can always ask the chef to prepare that same thing or to prepare something different for you. There is that flexibility, especially at the house. Obviously, it's called the house because we want it to feel like you're home away from home. The great thing about the house is that it is only for guests of the house. So while guests of the house can enjoy dining at other properties, guests from other properties cannot enter the house. So it really is very exclusive to guests of the house. So as I said, champagne breakfast daily. We have a sunset photo ritual where one of our staff will take a Polaroid picture at sunset of the guests for you to take home. And we include a jet lag recovery massage in all the reservations, a complimentary 30-minute massage, which is wonderful, especially the day after you arrive. It's the best thing ever. And as I said, we do put a huge focus on the food and beverage, all a la carte. and really personalized service by the beach, by the pool. We have our beach ambassadors who come by with clean towels, cold towels to refresh yourself, drinks, ice lollies, really all kinds of surprises throughout the day. They come by and just delight our guests with that by the pool. The great thing, this is an anecdote from when I stayed there. One night I came back, I had dinner outside of the hotel, and I came back and there were guests doing karaoke. Didn't know we did karaoke, in the lobby. And then the next day I asked the hotel manager, I said, why were you doing karaoke? And he's like, no, we don't. It was just that these particular guests, they got along so well. And one of them, suggested doing karaoke. And it was all possible because it is like being in your house. Obviously, everyone has to be on board because we're not going to do karaoke if half of the guests are going to be annoyed by the noise. But this is, that's one of the great things, is that it's all very flexible. The service is amazing. Nothing is too much, really. So, guests can ask for anything. We have a romance concierge at the house that can help you set up, wedding proposals, romantic dinners on the beach, breakfast in bed, special things like that. So that's also really, really great. I know we can go to Kevin and his walkthrough.
Here we are at the house. 39 rooms and suites, barefoot luxury, all-inclusive, adults-only boutique hotel. Excuse the blower. It's the hum of the Caribbean.
This is the one area we call the living room, where we have the restaurant, the lobby area, and the check-in area. And you walk right through to the pool deck and the beach. The bar is on the right-hand side. Pool area. All these gorgeous rooms with a wonderful ocean view. Imagine waking up to that sound of the waves in the morning. The great thing is the driveway has all these little sparkly lights in the ground. So when you arrive in the evening, if you won't go out for dinner or go out to one of our sister properties for dinner, it's like you're walking on stars when you come back, which is absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of the guest rooms. So again, completely renovated bathrooms, all with walk-in showers. You can see the similarities to Treasure Beach in the mirror.
With 6 room categories, over 39 rooms and suites, all guests of this hotel have access to the Barbados Collection dining room program, including unlimited access to all restaurants and bars on sister properties. Once again, guests at the house receive complimentary water sports, beach and pool ambassador service, and complimentary water shuttle to the sister properties along the west coast.
This is great.
Thank you for joining
That
us
balcony.
at the house.
Having coffee in the morning on that balcony with that view. That's the best experience ever. I'd take that.
Yeah.
So then last but not least, we're moving over. Well, actually, you've saved the best for last. Our luxury collection property. the most recent one to reopen, reopened September 1st of this year, Colony Club. So this is, well, you know, I represent all-inclusive hotels. This is the only non-all-inclusive hotel of the 7 hotels we have on island. So this is bed and breakfast. All rates include breakfast. So we have 96 rooms and suites here. And this is really great for families, couples, wellness seekers, because we do have a spa here. This is very traditional colonial design, very luxurious. We put a big focus again on the food and beverages. We have one main restaurant, which is the image you can see on the left hand side. Sorry, did I say one restaurant? The main restaurant. We have 2 restaurants, one main restaurant, and then the sunset deck, which is the image on the right. As I said, colonial style rooms, some with access, direct access to the pool, so swim up rooms. And the great thing is that we have a great kids club during holidays. So during half terms and during festive, we have so we have a great kids club with lots of activities. We have a Vespa on site, a real Vespa, which is not mobile, but we use it as kind of like a pop-up, as a food truck, if you will, where we, you know, sometimes we'll offer gelato, sometimes we'll offer poke bowls. We have different kinds of treats that we serve out of the Vespa, and then we have the rum vault at Colony Club with over 150 different types of rum from all over the world. So if you have any rum lovers as guests, this is really the place to be. They do great experiences at the Rum Vault. So they pair rum with either chocolate, or you can do a full meal at the Rum Vault paired with rum, obviously. So it's a great experience also as a present. You know, if you have that special person in your life who you know appreciates good rum, then send them to Colony Club. The beach at Colony Club is I think is one of the biggest beaches we currently have at our 4 open properties. So the great thing is, I think I saw a quick question pop up. So as this is the only non-all-inclusive property in the collection of 7 hotels, you do still get the dine around privileges. So our guests from Colony Club can go and dine at Waves, for example, at Dosa, at the Indian restaurant in the evening. The only thing is they would have to pay for that dinner. The great thing is they can charge it back to the room. So you don't need to take your credit card. You don't need to take cash. You can go have dinner, charge it back to your room at Colony Club. And when you check out at Colony Club, the dinner will appear on your folio and you can just pay for it then. And the same goes. So for guests staying at our all-inclusive properties, they can go to Colony Club, enjoy meals at Colony Club. They get a 30% discount off of the menu prices, and you can charge it right back to your room at Waves, the House, or Treasure Beach. So there are definitely, the dining privileges do apply for Colony Club as well. It's just a little bit different because it's not an all-inclusive property. I think we can go to the video.
Okay.
The final hotel we're seeing today is Colony Club, part of the luxury collection of the Marriott Hotel Group. This is the finest hotel within the group. Please. Concierge in the front desk.
The check-in desks. And there's real koi in the pond. And we have a fish feeding ritual every day where obviously kids love this and they can participate in that.
With 3
Very
restaurants
special.
on site, including the Rum Vault,
The Rum Vault.
and the Sunset Deck.
And then this is the main restaurant. We do afternoon tea every single day. I love the height. I just love the feeling of this. of this restaurant. And once the plants start to come in, once they start to grow, it's going to be really, really special. So we have the pools are really, they snake through the property. So it's not one main pool, but it's a couple of different pools. And then direct beach access. As I said, this is one of the biggest beaches we have at our hotels. This is the sunset deck where we serve lunch and dinner. We do barbecues some evenings, lobster dinners other evenings. We have a swim up bar. This is really great because I haven't been since it reopened.
It's
This is
looking
really good for me.
amazing.
It's really good for
Yeah.
me as well. So it's like, I haven't seen it with this many guests. This is really great. And then we have a spa on property as well as tennis courts, pickleball, and paddle, which is new. I think the great thing about this hotel is that it's very lush, especially once you get more towards the end. It feels like you're in a jungle. And they actually, because the hotel was closed for over a year, they had problem. It was taken over by monkeys because obviously there was no one, there were no guests. So yeah, they had a bit of a problem with the monkeys. I don't know what they did, and I don't think I want to know. But
With multiple lagoon-style pools, this hotel is perfect for lounging. During the renovation, there was extensive work on all pools on property.
yeah, all the pools were drained, retiled, and then refilled. The decks have been resurfaced. Everything has been redone. And the rooms were completely gutted and completely redone as well. From the bathrooms to, the plumbing, the wiring, as I mentioned for the previous properties as well. Lots of things you can't
Still
see.
due to be completed at the hotel. It's its tennis court and paddleball court.
And a pickleball, Kevin. Pickleball as well. It's very spread out. So even if the hotel is full, there's enough room, there's enough different pools, enough areas for people to spread out so it doesn't feel massive. It doesn't feel full. And then we have different boutiques on property. I don't think he was able to show, I'm not sure. Because I think we were quite full, so I'm not sure if he was able to see a room, but let's
Thank you for
see.
joining us at the beautiful Colony Club Hotel.
Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky.
Yeah.
So all 4-poster beds, separate tub and walk-in shower. And again, very, very bright, very fresh, although traditional and colonial design.
Opened in September 1st, 2025, this 96-room luxury, family-friendly hotel is the finest property within the Marriott collection. Here we are in a junior suite with a garden view.
So it's like being in a jungle. Obviously, the ground floor rooms have terraces. There's a couple that have direct access to the pool. I don't know if he's going to show.
Here we are at the kids' corner. Of course, the Colony Club is a family-friendly hotel.
And then the tennis courts are going to be, the tennis
Soon to
people
be
and paddle are on the
completed
left-hand
by
side.
next Monday is the hotel's tennis court and pickleball courts. You can see them here just finishing up, just in time for peaks.
So this really is a sneak peek because I hadn't seen this before either. So this is great.
Hello.
Amazing. So ready for festive.
I think that must be our lot. It looks
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no, and Colony Club, I mean, it is. It is the most luxurious property in the collection, and it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it was like I was saying to you, I've been lucky enough to visit that property, and that was pre the refit. But the rum vault is one of the best things that I've ever done in Barbados. And we did the rum pairing dinner. It was such a cool experience. So if you have got any clients who are into that kind of thing, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It was awesome.
Yeah, it is. Great. So just quickly, because I know we're running out of time. As I mentioned, the benefits of really, booking into one of these hotels is that you can enjoy all 7 of them. So we have the Dine Around program where you're staying at one, you can enjoy all the restaurants at the sister hotels except the house, unless you're staying at the house. And then the exchange privileges. So not only can you enjoy the restaurants, but you can also go to the beach, the pool, and really enjoy any of the facilities at our sister properties. We have a water taxi that runs during daylight hours between the West Coast hotels. So you can hop on at one hotel, hop off at the other, have lunch at Colony Club, hop back on and go back to your hotel at Waves, say. And this is also all included in the rate. There's no extra charge for that. Or you can just go for a ride, right? It's a nice enough ride up and down the beach. I think, the whole thing takes about half an hour, 40 minutes. And as I said, it runs throughout the day. If you want to go out for dinner at one of our other hotels, you would have to order a taxi and pay for that yourself. That's not included. Hopefully in the future, we will have some kind of shuttle available, but for now it's not. And then, as I mentioned, we have beach and pool ambassador service. So these really are our staff, waiting on our guests by the beach and by the pool, offering them different little things throughout the day. We do a lot of yoga and Pilates and other wellness activities at our different hotels. And we have motorized and non-motorized water sports, from water skiing to tubing to kayaking to paddleboarding, all included in the all-inclusive package as well. And then just a quick slide on weddings and events, just because of the locations, of these properties. The facilities they have are really great for weddings, especially Colony Club, where this is, I want to say Waves, the deck at Waves, for a wedding dinner. We can do ceremonies on the beach, and we have a special wedding coordinator on site that will take care of any wedding requests.
I think that was
And that's it.
amazing. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Pauline. So we are going to go through some questions in 1 second, but just a reminder, everybody, we do actually have wedding specialists within the beach team as well. So if you do have any customers who are interested in maybe having a wedding out in Barbados at one of the Marriott properties, the guys will be able to help you with that. So before we do the questions, I just wanted to say, obviously we're heading into peaks. Is it still peaks or is it more of a bump? But we are going to be launching our campaign, which is Paradise Captured. So watch this space. I do believe we might actually have a little webinar between Christmas and New Year, so you can kind of find out what's happening with all of that. But there's a sneak peek of the brochure. She looks like she could maybe be in Barbados. If anybody wants to take a picture of that, that's just a reminder of all of our contact details, so you can get through to the guys. You've got the phone numbers on there, the email addresses, and all of our different ways to get in touch with us on social. So don't forget, it's the beach team that you need for everything Barbados. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. But I think Jenny's going to have some questions that have come through. But I know there was just one question that had come through prior to the session. Someone was asking, Pauline, and I think I mentioned this to you, which of the properties, or do any of the properties, have suites or rooms that are with two bedrooms? I'm guessing maybe to accommodate larger groups or families.
Yeah, so we currently let me just check. For the open hotels, we don't have any two-bedroom suites. Let me just check for give me 1 second. At I was going to say at Waves. Let me see. Is it not opening? Waves. So my laptop is very slow today. But our more really family-friendly properties are obviously Turtle Beach, which is where we have the largest number of connecting rooms, and that's reopening in July next year. So we do only currently, with the open hotels, we do only have one-bedroom suites, but we do have a number of connecting rooms at Colony Club, for example, and at Waves. Which we can put the request in. If the children, if this is for bookings with children, if the children are small enough, we can guarantee connecting rooms. If it's, for older kids, we can't guarantee because we don't have a lot, but we can always put in the request and at least guarantee adjoining rooms, so rooms next to each other.
Perfect. What other questions did we have, Jen, that have come up on the chat?
The only other one that we had was, is our concierge complimentary, with the exception of the Pelican service?
Yeah, so the guys obviously out in resort can kind of do everything that your customers need, and there isn't additional cost unless it was like an excursion or something like that. We automatically include the meet and greet, so you'll automatically get that. But if anybody did want Pelican Suite, that is an additional cost. I think it's around kind of $250 for the arrival service, which might sound a lot of money, but if someone's got, if it's a high value booking, it's a special treat, you could look to include that in, and it really, really is super, super special. I've actually seen the kind of terminal where they do it. So yeah, if anybody wants any more information on that, our reservation guys will be able to kind of cost it up for you. But yeah, in terms of like the concierge, if you needed one of the team to go down and see your customers in resort or organize something for them, there's no additional cost to that unless it is like an excursion or the cost of a gift or something like that, which they're maybe going to put in a room. But yeah, Kevin and the guys are awesome. We're so lucky to have them on island, and they do a fantastic job. And again, as Kevin said, like if anything does go slightly awry, the guys go straight down and deal with it there and then. So yeah, for any of you Barbados inquiries, make sure you're giving it a shout, because it's a real key selling point for us. So I think that brings us to a close. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that. It was fab, actually. I think we need to get Kevin a microphone. But to say that he's not a presenter, I think he did a sterling job. And it was actually great to see the properties in real time and actually see how beautiful Barbados is looking and how beautiful the hotels are looking as well. So Pauline, thank you so much for joining us. It was great having you on to be able to explain a little bit more. And yeah, we'll wait for bated breath to see the rest of the portfolio going live as we progress into 2026. But,
next year, exactly.
Yeah.
No, thank you, and thank you to the audience. Thanks for for your reactions as well, and on the properties. I'm glad that you like them. We're looking forward to welcoming your guests, and looking forward to bringing the remaining 3 hotels back online next year, so that we can cater to those families at Turtle Beach and Tamarind and Crystal, which are more typical family hotels. But thank you for having me today and for giving me the chance to talk about our beautiful properties on Barbados.
Fantastic. Well, we've all had a dose of sunshine now, so that's great. But yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. And as we say, the beach team are ready and waiting for your calls.
Tamarind Hotel, because
I think maybe someone was talking and didn't realise that they were not on mute. But anyway, so I'll let you all go. Thank you for your time, everyone. And yeah, have
Thank
a
you.
very Merry Christmas. We'll see you all in 2026.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Thanks, Pauline. Bye.
Bye.